self-consciousness. Something I need to work on. Hello everybody, and welcome to a video format that I'm not used to doing on here. I don't do this too often, but I had some things on my mind, and I'm in California at the moment. As I'm sure you couldn't already tell by the New Yorker yee accent, I'm not used to being here. I leave tomorrow, and I was gonna film this by the water, by the way, but it was a little too windy over there. So I settled for the park next to the water, which is equally as beautiful. Anyway, I wanted to have like a real talk today about like adversity and God knows what. Because for me, I flew out here to visit my sister, who has been living in California for years, and I haven't seen her in God knows how long. And being able to finally see what it's like in a different part of the world has definitely given me a different perspective. Because she grew up in New York as well, and I'm having a very hard time formulating my words. She had to like make it here on her own, and it was proof to me that it's possible to do whatever you want to set your mind to. Now I know it's like, oh gee, Nick, everyone says that you can do whatever you set your mind to, but no, hear me out. This is very off the cuff, by the way. I didn't script any of this. A lot of people use their life situation as excuses for why they can't do anything, or why they can't do something specific that they'd like to do. And I noticed that because, you know, my sister and I, she's 8 years older than me. We've had a very, very similar upbringing, although I'd say mine isn't nearly as tough as hers. And everyone from where I'm from sort of fell into this like hometown, you know, just survive and do the bare minimum sort of mentality. And you don't have to live life that way, as I've discovered by everything she's taught me. And again, I know it's like redundant hearing some random person on the internet saying you can do it, follow your goals, but no, you really can. It's my goal to leave New York and move somewhere where I'm happier. I actually think over here would be that place. And in order to do that, you have to work for it. You can't just, you know, for 99% of people, you're not going to get handed what you want on a silver platter. If you want to do something with your life, if you want to be more than the people around you, you have to work to make it happen. And the environment around you is a huge influence on how well you can thrive. I've known from my environment, because my environment is extremely negative back home. Everyone is always cynical and living their life just complaining about things. Everyone complains about things. And I took that as a lesson as what not to do, how to not look at everything so cynically. It's become one of my core values because of that. I took to my personality being the most positive and optimistic person that I could be, and the most pleasant person that I could be someone to be around. And a lot of people made fun of me for it. There were people that, you know, through the years told me, you know, that I was being fake or that it was toxic positivity. And when it came from people that meant a lot to me, it really hurt, because I was really just trying my best to be a person that everyone could want to be around, be someone to make everyone love each other at least a little bit more, to spread kindness. So having everyone around me be so cynical, be so pessimistic was damaging. It brought me down. It made me feel like maybe I was out of place for trying to be so optimistic and loving and kind. I'm not trying to sit here pretending like I'm the perfect person, because I'm not. Sometimes that cynicism does get to me, and I end up putting out behaviors that I wouldn't otherwise want to, because your environment does influence what you do. But it shouldn't be the arbiter of who you are, and I'm not going to use my environment as an excuse for my mistakes or my shortcomings. And with that said, I don't think anyone else should either. People have a lot more power to change their environment than they think. People say, oh, I just gotta work to survive, and to an extent that is true, but you can work for a better future too. Like, for instance, if you want to set a career path for yourself, hone something important, hone something that you're good at. If there's something you love, try to hone that and make that your career path choice. There's a lot of routes to get there. And if there isn't something that you're in love with yet, find something you're good at and hone that as a job until you do find something that you are in love with. Because God knows that the school system has tried to push people into making choices about their career when they're 16, 17, 18, and people just aren't ready to make those decisions at that time. At least most people aren't. And that's how you get a ton of kids, you know, in debt and stuff like that. So I think it's best to just live life until you have figured that out, and then strive to get there. And if you're sitting there going, I don't know what I want to do with my life, I'm not 100% sure, then find something that you're good at and then market yourself. If you can market yourself, you can set yourself up for a career. And if you, down the line, find that that career is not something you want to do, market yourself in the thing you're passionate at and also good at. And if you're not good at it, hone that skill. No one starts out knowing exactly what to do or being the best in their field, you know? It just takes hard work and dedication, and a lot of people aren't willing to put that in. So what ends up happening is they get the first job they can get, work up to a crappy wage or whatever, and then they live pretty unhappily, especially with their own self. And I've said this time and time again, happiness doesn't come from what you have, it's from what you are, you know? I think that happiness comes from finding peace from within, not from external materialistic things. I think a lot of people get those confused. They think if I have this, I'll be happy, or if I do this or get this done, I'll be happy. But they don't end up being happy after they do that. Maybe they think they do for a little while, but eventually whatever the root of your unhappiness is will come back unless you address what that is. You have to address yourself. And I've found that happiness is a very long and continuous journey. You don't ever reach the end. It's more of something you have to maintain, because it can fall apart as easily as it can be built, you know? And I know I'm saying you know a lot, and that's because I'm out in the middle of nowhere and I'm off the cuffing everything right now. But no, I think that a lot of people have a false ideal of what happiness is, and because of that, when eventually they reach whatever it is they're going for, they feel unfulfilled. So I think it's wellness and fitness, you know? That's what I've been focusing on. I think people need to eat better because people are eating garbage that is recycled by a bunch of big companies trying to poison you, crap like that, you know? Like I've been saying, you are what you eat, so make sure you eat well, make sure you eat healthy, because if you eat crap, you're gonna feel like crap all the time, you know? And I've found since like exercising and stuff, exercising makes me feel so good, and I think everyone should get into it. Everyone should exercise to some extent. It feels really nice. And then you gotta sit with yourself as like a person and think about how can I improve, and then not overly beat yourself up, because a lot of people make stupid ideals that are, they can't reach it because they just hold themselves to a stupid standard. And you have to figure out how to find a balance and not hold yourself to a stupid, ridiculous standard while also holding yourself accountable, you know? You can't go too far to either side. You can't be a perfectionist and you can't be free falling. You can't do either. You have to find a balance. If you don't, you're gonna find yourself feeling like unfulfilled. And that takes reflection. It takes meditation. It takes years and years of finding who you are, what you love, and being able to hone that into the person you want to be. And I think that's like the ultimate ideal, being the best version of you can be, and stop comparing yourself to everyone else, because everyone else isn't you. Nobody else is you. So stop pretending to be someone else. You can only be the best you that you can be. You can't be the best, Joe Schmo, right? So yeah, if anyone's listening to this, I know a lot of my audience is a little bit younger than me. I want to let you guys know that it's okay not to have everything figured out by the time that the school system or your parents or anybody else wants you to have something figured out. It's okay not to have it figured out. It's okay. All you need to do is find something that you love to do. Find something that can make you money, because money is so pressing in this world. Like for me, I know because I do YouTube, I'm marketing myself as someone who can edit videos, someone who can do this sort of, persona stuff. And there are a lot of people looking for somebody like that. So if I can market myself like that, I'll be fine. And if you can find a skill, find something that you enjoy doing that you can market, and if you can sell yourself to someone, looking to hire you, then finding financial freedom is a lot easier. And part of finding inner freedom, unfortunately, is finding financial freedom, because this world is so revolved around money that you need to have money in order to not be stressed about bills and food and all that stuff. So having that work ethic, having that drive to get a career set or get a stable job is important too. But you don't need to do it by getting a college degree. You don't need to do it by sinking yourself $60,000 in debt for something you might not even use. Granted, college degrees can be super helpful, but know for a fact what career you want to do before you do it. And then know, in order to do this, I need this degree. And it's okay if that happens not straight out of like high school. If you're like 25 and you decide, hey, I want to get a degree in this because this is a field I want to pursue, that's fine. If you're freaking 46, doesn't matter how old you are. Relationships and life is built. I don't think it's destined. I don't think anything's like, oh, it was destiny. I think you build anything. If you have a relationship that's super strong, you built that. It wasn't destined to happen like that. And you can build your future along with that. You can build your future to be whatever you really want it to be, as long as you put the ethic in, put the work in too. And all this goes further than a career. All of this goes in life as well. If you really want something, you should work to get it. And it's okay if you don't get it first try. Just make sure you keep trying and don't give up on it. Like being out here in California, I've wanted to make friends, but I've been like really socially anxious and really shy to do that. And every time I want to talk to somebody, I end up fumbling up and I don't do it. And then I'm like, ah, man, I wish I did that. So that's something I need to work on too, is being able to conquer my fears and go up and talk to people that I think are interesting and I want to talk to. Nobody's perfect. It's okay to not know things. People think that they have to have everything figured out by a certain point, and that's just wrong. Because if you think that you have to have everything figured out by a certain point, I got a secret for you. You never figure everything out. There's no end. You don't ever hit that moment where you're like, I know everything, I got it. Doesn't happen. If you keep searching for that, you're just gonna be chasing a carrot your whole life like a hamster on a wheel. Sorry, I had to move. Dude was spraying the ground. Yeah, so anyway, it's okay to jump into the abyss, to jump into things that you don't know, and to have people disagree with you for it. Like I said, it's my goal to move out here to California because I love it out here, and it's a nice change of pace from all the cynicism I'm used to. Everyone here like is into beach life and is like, yo, what's up, dude? At least from the places I went to. I've gone all over the freaking state, and I love that. I love that like surfer dude life because everyone's just like chilling out, you know? Yeah, positivity rules. That's my my life advice. Always be positive, be kind, be loving to everyone you meet. And if you slip up sometimes, because it's hard to do that, you know, as much as you can, it's okay if you slip up sometimes. But anyway, yeah, nothing's ever gonna happen according to plan exactly. So if you plan your life out to a fine-tooth comb, you're gonna be a little bit disappointed when you find out that it doesn't exactly work you know, how you planned. So just live it. Live your life to the fullest. Try your best to love everybody you meet and try to do things you're scared of doing. I'm trying that myself. It's really scary to change your perspective that way. It is windy. And it's okay to change your mind on things you previously thought, things you didn't think before. Be open to new things, be open to new ideas, and know that it's okay not to have everything figured out, and it's okay to change your plans. And always think about how you can like improve as a person, because that is never gonna stop. It's always gonna be a constant cycle, and as you grow older, you're gonna change as a person, and that's okay. It's more than okay. It's life. And more importantly, don't be petty and vindictive to people. I see that happen a lot where I'm from. It's very easy to get mad at people that have wronged you, get mad at people that you don't agree with or think, you know, or have done horrible things, you know? I'd say the best thing for those sorts of people is wish them well, wish them love, happiness, and hope that they get better and that they can live happy and positively, you know? Because in my opinion, I think that living with kindness and love is the best way to live your life. But hey, that's just one guy's opinion on the internet, right? So yeah, that's my little update, like rants, or not rant, it's a life talk, life coach video. I want to show you guys the water, because the water here, I mean, it's not perfect, but it is great. It's awesome. Oh, and while I'm walking down here, I want to let you guys know that a lot of times in life, you have to make your own opportunities. Like, yeah, opportunities will come at your doorstep, but that's only sometimes. A lot of the time, you have to make them yourself. That's how it is. And you make the opportunities by being bold, being stern, and you know, doing things you're not comfortable with. That's how life is. And if you're not good at that, which I am terrible at, it's okay to hone that skill and work on it. Wow, it is so windy. Woohoo! Okay, there's a little park over here. And now this isn't even close to the best spot in California, but this is definitely a sick, awesome view. By the airport, this plane's here. Yeah, I was gonna do this in front of the water, but it was way too windy for this. And by the way, in case you're wondering where I am, this is by San Francisco Airport. So anyway, it was really nice making this talk down video for the first time in a very long time. I'd love to make more of these. I'm gonna make more of these in the future. Maybe not exactly like this, but where I just talk about life and, you know, where I'm at, where I think, I don't even know. So anyway, yeah, I hope you learned something. I hope you got some good vibes, because that's what I'm trying to emit here. And let me know where you're at. Let me know something in the comments. I don't know, just say something. This water is gorgeous. Oh, look at the mountain. Anyway, let me know where you're at. Let me know what you think. I really appreciate you guys sticking around for as long as I've been gone. All the content that you like here, I'm gonna keep making it. I'm just gonna make it at whatever pace I feel comfortable with, and I hope you guys are okay with that, because I gotta look out for me too. But I love you guys, and I will make as much as I can. So anyway, I appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed this scenic water view, and yeah, I will hopefully see you guys in future videos sometime soon. Bye-bye!